Hello out there to everyone in the verse. Gabby here with my weekly show where I do my best to offer up advice and solutions to the many interpersonal problems that any one of us might face, whether that be tackling relationship difficulties or just being an ear for someone in need. Tonight we have a couple of interesting stories I want to share, and of course a Dear Gabby update as well. Remember that if you have your own difficulty you would like to share, please mail in your concern or you can post it in the comments below and I will give my very best advice to you if chosen. So be sure to let me know your troubles for your own chance at a problem-solving take from the galactically known Gabby. Good afternoon, Trumbull. I'm super excited, not only for the show, but for something else. Might you know what that is?
Is it because the Hurstons are finally offering better medical coverage for their workers?
No, Trumbull. Dang it, there's another apology we'll have to make next week. No, it's because of our latest sponsor.
Oh right, I just put the finishing touches on the commercial and I gotta say, I have never seen you so excited before.
You bet I am, Trumbull. No cool segue needed for this one. Trumbull, just roll the thing. Hey Trumbull, you know Gabby enjoys the finer things in life, which is why when it comes to ships, Gabby loves her some Origin JumpWorks ships. Our latest sponsor is one Gabby has been dying to have, as I have been outspoken about my very own Origin 600i for years now. You won't catch the galactically known Gabby flying around on just any ship. No way. It's gotta be an Origin model. Whether I'm doing a quick shuttle run in my 300i, rest in peace Port Olisar, or landing on Microtech for some brunch before I record my show. Gabby is all about the fanciness and polished touches that only Origin can bring. So for those of you who are tired of living in substandard ships that can feel more like a tin can than a real home, go out and see your nearest Origin JumpWorks dealer today and tell them Gabby sent you. Trumbull, go ahead and spill the deets while I stare at this magnificent champion of a ship.
Terms and conditions apply. Origin dealers do not offer payment plans nor trade-ins from non-Origin ships. Origin JumpWorks is not responsible for any medical conditions that result from being overwhelmed at the luxury you are not accustomed to.
Our first writer has an interesting problem with their significant other, and it ties in with our new sponsor, so the timing is just fortuitous. And they write, Dear Gabby in Space. Since you are an Origin fan, I know you can resolve this little rift between us. My wife and I recently purchased an 890 Jump, and we took it by Cousin Crows to get it christened. Well, wouldn't you know it, we're undecided on a name for it. All along, my wife was okay with calling it the Intrepid, but now with the recent passing of her mother, she wants to call it the Lulabelle. Can you picture a ship of this luxury and esteem being called the Lulabelle? I offered to call the 300i that fits inside the Lulabelle, but she's not having it and threatening that if we don't name it what she wants, that we just get rid of it. I hate to say it, but if I'm forced to choose between the ship of my dreams and staying married, the decision might be out of my hands. Anyway, I'm interested to hear your thoughts since I know what an Origin fan you are. Please help us settle this argument. Signed, Original Sin. Dear Original Sin, I have to say that marriage disputes of this nature can be a real sticking point and also has been known to cause long-term issues where the end of a relationship can be traced back to. Now, I'm hopeful that the two of you cannot let it get to that point, and I hope you're joking about choosing between the ship and the person. Now, we all know Gabby loves her some Origin ships, but still, it's just a ship, and personal relationships are a treasure that cannot be equaled. So it looks like compromise is the way forward. Now, is there possibly another name that can both work for your ship and be honorary to your mother-in-law? Perhaps her middle name or a nickname, or maybe even something she liked or admired. My aunt was known for her white hair and snappy comebacks, so we all called her White Lightning. While that might not be suitable for the 890 jump, which is not known for its speed, it's an example that might provide some insight and get you two moving in the right direction. We're all dying to hear or see what your ship's name will be, so please let us know, and thank you for writing in. Now our second person is somewhat family of the show, and a surprise letter that Trumbull does not know about. I got one of the assistants to put together the scenes for this, so it will not have any of Trumbull's artistic and professional touch, but you will all understand in just a moment. And they write, "Dear Gabby in Space, I am Trumbull's mother, and I wanted to write in first to say that we are so proud of him for all of his work on your show, but also to make sure he's eating well and taking care of himself. We hope he's not filling up on double dogs and not working out. Trumbull has a tendency to work hard and forget himself, so of course as his mother I am concerned and spend far too many evenings hoping he's doing as he needs to, so I figured I would write in to you and ask that you watch over him. Hopefully I have not embarrassed him, and I thank you for listening to a poor mother's plea. Signed, Trumbull's mom." Dear Trumbull's mom, thank you for writing in, and it's very nice to meet you. Trumbull is a workaholic, and I have definitely already been on him to make sure he takes enough time off and to not stress deadlines, but I have admittedly not been taking notice of his eating habits. Now that I know, I will make sure he is getting plenty of good meals and will take more notice of his well-being. Here at Dear Gabby, I try to keep a family atmosphere with the staff, and Trumbull has fit right in, and he's definitely part of the family. As are you. If you are ever in Stanton and need a tour, come on and let Gabby show you some amazing places. Take care and do write in anytime to check up on Trumbull. It is now time for a Dear Gabby update, and this week's update comes to us from Pegged Aplenty, who had wrote in after a dismal night out with some old friends that was supposed to try and capture the spirit of their youth. And so let's see if anything has changed. And he writes, "Dear Gabby in Space, it is Pegged Aplenty writing in to let you know how our evening out take 2 went. I suggested some places to go, but ultimately allowed my friends to choose the venue. They wanted to still go out to a bar, but one that was more chill and less blinking lights, so we settled on the Voyager Bar on Orison. We hung out, watched the scenery, and just had some good conversations. Overall, it was not exciting, and in the end, I was just ready for it to be over. But it was not a disaster, and I think my mind is made up more than ever that going out after so many years was just not a great idea. It could have been because of how bad things went before that made things a little odd, but regardless, I will now be making future birthday plans with my wife and immediate family members and have lost the desire to try to relive any misspent youth times. Thanks for helping me come to reason. Signed, Pegged Aplenty." Well, I am glad you guys gave it another go, and that in the end, you did not feel like you did not miss out on anything. We all change as we get older, and sometimes that includes who we enjoy spending our time with. It's good to cherish those memories and save them, because I can promise you that one day, someone will enjoy listening to your retelling, and that might give you another kind of joy. Take care. That is all for this week's show. Tune in next week, and until then, I hope you all stay safe out there in the verse. Me and Trumbull wish you all well. Thank you for watching. Say goodnight, Trumbull.
Good night, Trumbull.